And we're back with, as promised, Misfit found his way back to the doggone radio show.
Yeah, I'm back in the building.
And he knows that he's brought his guest with him. So we're excited.
Drum roll.
Headkrack, how you doing, sweetie?
Yo, I'm doing great. Yo, big shout out to you and SkyyhookRadio for all the amazing things you're doing for the forward advancement of hip-hop. I love it.
Thank you.
What's up, man?
Thank you.
That's what I'm talking about right there. That's good stuff. All right, so we've been explaining on your behalf what's going on with you, but it'd be much better if we had you to explain it for us, because you know you better than anybody else knows you. So
I'm a walking wreck. I'm always working on multiple projects at a time, and right now, my main push is on my new group, the Bodega Brothers. It's me, this cat named Chino, and this other guy named Trav out of 7th. We got a single that's on iTunes now called We Got It. The second bullet I got in the chamber is my new single that's getting ready to drop on iTunes in 2 weeks. It's called Lightning in a Bottle, featuring my man Arab Black. And just basically the movement and the momentum we got going on with that record is just keeping hip hop interesting and just keeping the lyrics at a high velocity and bringing energy, man, a volt of lightning back to hip hop, man, because it's getting a little cats are getting kind of lazy with the lyrics. I don't know exactly at what point and what year everyone decided at the same time, hey, you don't have to rap good to be an MC.
Well, that's the same thing I ask and wonder constantly, but I'm told I'm being a hater, so I'm glad I got good company with me to hate along. Look, if that's not me being a hater, that's me being hateful. There's a difference.
It's called telling the truth.
There's a difference between being a hater and having musical standards, because I swear, some of these records you listen to, it makes you dumber. One time I heard a song that was so dumb, I threw my keys in the garbage and put some trash in my pocket. Retarded, yo.
I guess I look at it like this. If you enjoy Underwood, I think it's what's called potted meat. If that's what you do, that's fine. If that's what you enjoy, like them Vienna sausages, if that's all you want out of your life, that's cool. I personally, when I ate meat,
Spam,
exactly. When I ate meat, I preferred porterhouse or filet.
The top shelf.
I don't enjoy, big red hot smoky sausage, and I know what's in that, homie.
Vienna.
I don't want all that. That's not good. That's a bunch of filler.
We gotta stop feeding the rap consumers bologna steaks.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I like that.
Because look, and again, there's room for everything, because sometimes, at 3 o'clock in the morning after the club, fried bologna sandwich will hit the spot if that's what you're looking for. I'm not saying there's not room for it. I'm just saying that there needs to be a place set for everybody at the table. I keep saying this thing is turned into 31 flavors on us. There's something for everyone, but you need to make sure that your ice cream shop is stocked with everything.
True story.
Because I like Rocky Road, and I'm having a hard time finding that lately. Just saying.
You gotta find a really good, respectable Carvel, or maybe a mom and pop ice cream shop where they make their own stuff.
Exactly.
A Marble Slab Creamery, perhaps.
Exactly. So, okay, tell us, first of all, the same question. I'm going to get my Sydney Shaw on and ask you, I won't say when did you fall in love with hip-hop, but how did you get started?
I was born in the Bronx, and, obviously the birthplace of hip-hop, and just, the culture was all around you. Reagan-era New York, and, just the poverty and the hopelessness and the struggle, man, it pulled me in, especially during my 7th grade year. I was living with my grandmother that year, and she never really wanted me to spend a lot of time outside because there was a lot of knuckleheads that lived in Concourse Village. That's where I lived in the Bronx. And so I spent a lot of time just chilling, watching videos, listening to DJs like Red Alert, Chuck Chill Out on the radio, playing hip hop, and it was just so energizing. You know what I'm saying? And I was kind of a shy dude. I think most MCs could actually kind of attest to this. That even though we be ferocious and all energetic on stage, rapping and rhyming on stage gives us the opportunity to get out of our little shell and be somebody different for a few minutes, and also attract the females. So I was trying to get it in. There was this chick named Kimberly Newbill. She was in the 8th grade when I was in the 7th, and I was like, yo, man, if I got busy in a talent show, man, maybe she'll definitely go with me to the movies on Fordham Road.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
It's a true story. I can't find it on Facebook for nothing. It makes me sad. There's literally like over 190 Kimberly Newbills on Facebook, and about, I don't know, 70 of them don't have pictures. And you don't want to send all those add friend requests to people you may or may not know.
Somebody send you back a message like, man, who is this? Who are you?
Exactly. Like, I don't know you, man.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. All right. So.
Oh,
all right.
goodness.
So, all the females and everything aside, you got involved. Being in the Bronx, I mean, how could you not? Yeah. Okay. Got that. So, let me ask this. Fast forward a little bit. How did you get involved meeting the producer of this show? How did you get involved with Danger Uno, and then eventually, obviously, the co-host Seneca and all that good stuff? How did we all meet up?
You know what? At that time, I was living in Dallas, and it was kind of like a blur. Didn't we all met like at the music convention, right? Like in Atlanta, right?
Now, well, we met, like, that was after. Like, now, when I first met you, man, you was like, man, like I said, shout out to you and your crew Boondocks back in the day. Y'all was the first hip-hop group, aside from ourselves, y'all were the first hip-hop group that I saw perform in Tulsa, Oklahoma, and we were just mind-blown. I was like, I cannot believe these dudes.
Okay.
We didn't know who you were at the time, but, yeah, y'all did a show out there.
It's all coming back to me now, because y'all lived in Oklahoma, and you knew my man Spud. Yeah. And I think we went out there for a show, and it was like in a grimy hole in a wall spot, right?
Grimy spot. Yeah, I got the video.
But you still got that video?
I still got the video, yo. I got the video of that, and you got the the vibe. What was it? The rap pages battle, man. I got all of that on video because you sent it to me. So yeah.
I need that rap pages battle. But to make a long story short, man, like I swear, like when we did that show at that club in Oklahoma, you would have think the people had just got finished watching a rabbit give birth to a goat. They had no idea what they had just saw, and all I know is they wanted to hear some Tupac.
Yeah. It was hood. That was like back when the East Coast West Coast thing was going on. So like I think we was the only hip hop heads there aside from Headkrack and his crew. And we was like, man, look, man, keep doing y'all thing, man. Y'all killing it, man. Never mind these other little country dudes out here, man. For real.
It was so funny. It was amazing, like back in the days, like how the South was like so hard on the West Coast is nuts. Yeah, and they were not even like West Coast at all. Like they just hated anything like above the Mason-Dixon line. It's that Civil War thing all over again.
Yeah,
oh no,
it was.
Not the Civil War thing all over.
Rap Confederacy.
Rap Confederacy. That's still going on today.
Yeah, for real.
Oh, it's very prevalent. I know DJs that like mix on popular radio stations that will not even listen to a record if it is above the Mason-Dixon line.
Wow.
Like they on some Stonewall Jackson-ish.
Some Stonewall Jackson-ish.
Stonewall.
And these are the people that need to be like ostracized and fired from radio. They're screwing the game up, man. Like I mean, especially as a DJ, and I think Doc Danger, you could probably attest to this. As a DJ, man, you gotta go out there and like find new records no matter where it comes from and bang it.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Look, we all saying the same thing. Right.
It's prejudice in the game right now, but it's been prejudice for a minute, man. And it's like we said yesterday, how we gonna be able to uplift our era and preserve our movement if we're not supporting each other? I understand mainstream. I know that they got the program directors that are calling the shots, and they pretty much are being told what and what not to play. But whenever you get an opportunity to be able to play some real hip hop, just do it. I mean, why not?
Yeah, because I mean, especially hip hop there's so much against us. Because even on a corporate level, you got a lot of people that make decisions regarding music that don't really live the lifestyle. They pick records based off of research and basically also what the major labels are feeding them. And whereas you have also on the same token, you have a lot of mixers that actually do live the lifestyle and want to play certain records, but they can't because they're not on this label or you know what I'm saying? It's just so many. There's so much goofiness that goes into it, man. It's like, it gets frustrating as an artist, man, but the cool thing is, we got the internet. We got shows like SkyyhookRadio. I mean, it's still the mixtape game, even though it's, extremely oversaturated. I mean, it's outlets, but, there's nothing like back in the days when you would hear stuff on the radio that was so good you wanted to tape it.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
And those moments are so few and far in between, in this current state of hip-hop.
Yeah. That's real.
You
That's
talking
real
about
talk right
those old tapes with your mom in the background hollering for you to come downstairs or something?
Don't be quiet, Mom. I'm trying to tape.
Listen.
It'd be the favorite part of your song too. Hey, get on down here.
It's time for dinner. Like, listening to it back, like, man, dreading that part coming up. That's all right, because you had your song.
So you gotta re-record that one.
No, what we were talking about earlier, talking about the good old days when you used to run home to catch Yo MTV Raps, Rap City, and all that kind of stuff. Back when you used to record all the videos and you knew how to do all the stuff. You and your friends be trying to practice the stuff Big Daddy Kane and them were doing on the video. Back when it just had him and like two dudes dancing and doing a split and the jump over the head and jump back. Yeah, well now, but back then it was cool. You know, it's all good. Those days. Obviously, that's not coming back, but my frustration is that we can't seem to get a whole generation of people back into the music because they've given up. And my whole goal is to show people that, you know what, it's still here. You can still get it. It's still here. You're just going to have to come up off of tuning into it, not maybe, you know, in the car. Maybe you're not going to be able to get it like that, but you can still get it. It's still there. And sleeping, I just really have a problem with sleeping on the entire generation that brought that to fruition. If it wasn't for a certain age group, there wouldn't be any of these cats out now.
Yeah.
And like I was telling you earlier, Special Ed, you know, came on a few months ago, and he made the comment, like, Usher wouldn't tell Stevie Wonder to go sit down somewhere.
Yeah.
That would happen.
The crazy thing is, like, the hip-hop culture is the only culture in music that crumbles up its icons and throws them away.
Exactly.
Like, we put expiration dates on our artists, and like, it shouldn't be possible, because if you look at, like, all of, like, the guys that are, like, you know, lyrically proficient, top-tier dudes, they're, like, all over their 30s. Like, I mean, like, you know, like, some people hate or love Jay-Z, but, like, he's doing age-appropriate music at his age of 40. Chuck D from Public Enemy. Now, granted, like, you know, he's not the, you know, the same Chuck D from, like, It Takes a Nation of Millions to Hold Us Back, but, like, his live show will blow anybody off the stage that has a song on the radio right now.
Yeah.
And these are the same people that radio's trying to crumble up and throw away. De La Soul. Like, out of, like, their albums get better.
Yep.
Every time they do one. Like, you know, and, like, there's, like, program directors and video shows that won't even listen to a De La Soul record before saying, hey, I'm not going to play this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Crazy.
And the thing, and then another thing, one of the lines you had in Thinking Out Loud that always got me is when you're talking about the real heads are overseas.
Yes.
I'm talking to this kid, check this out. I'm talking to this kid earlier today in London, trying to get him to listen to something from over here. And this guy is very, very popular overseas, extremely popular overseas, very on top of his game. And he had trepidation about listening to an artist from the U.S. Even though I play his stuff, I just wanted him, I didn't ask him to put the person on, I just wanted him to listen. He physically didn't even want to open his ears up because he felt like the stuff coming from here is garbage. How about that? How in the world, when this is where it originated, are cats overseas calling the music coming out of here garbage, don't even want to listen to it? And finally I broke him down, and hopefully it's going to be a good result. But, I mean, come on. That's insane.
It's tough because, you know, I run into a lot of times, too, like when I talk to people about hip-hop, and I run into people that say, I don't like hip-hop. A lot of it, you know, like all the stuff I hear is this, and this. And it's just like, damn it. You know what I'm saying? Like, radio and media is repping the culture and the art form wrong. And you know what I'm saying? And like when you, and based off your story, if you have people from another country thinking all the stuff that comes from the U.S. is a certain, you know, is like, you know, under a certain level or under a certain par, like, yeah, we're showing the wrong face.
Yeah.
They get the wrong impression of the music.
Well, what they got, I mean, and when I went to London, and I went over there entirely, I mean, to check out the scene, to see what it was like, because I had a feeling that they were like that, but I didn't know how serious they were. I walk into a record store, I'm talking about wall to wall, everything signed, EPMD, Big Daddy Kane, Public Enemy, all this stuff everywhere, and these cats have been in just performing straight in the record store. I was just kind of taken back, looking like I would never see nothing like this unless I was in certain spots in New York City.
For real.
You wouldn't just see some random place just have it like that. But that's how much love they show over there. It's amazing.
Me and the Bodega Brothers